Storytime with It's a Teacher. I have a little PSA, a public service announcement, for those of you who may have never dealt in slabs or graded cards before, maybe new to the hobby or just getting back into it for a while. Please be careful when buying graded cards or slabs, as some people call them, from people that you don't know. Now, unfortunately for me, I learned this lesson the hard way. When I was just getting back into the hobby a couple years ago, I found a very good deal on a Moonbreon PSA 10, or what I thought was a Moonbreon PSA 10, on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I had never seen a slab, held a slab, never even seen this card in person. And I should have known right off the bat, because what they say, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. But I did a little bit of research using the pictures that they provided, and this QR code and the cert, or the certificate number that is provided, you can look that up on the PSA website, and it will show you a picture of the card and the slab that it is supposed to be. Now, unfortunately, people are getting very creative, and this cert number and the QR code were taken from an actual PSA 10 Moonbreon. And so, unfortunately, when I looked these up, it showed me a Moonbreon, and I thought, wow, it's got to be real. It matches what is online, and I didn't do much more research beyond there. But I'm here to show you a couple of things that you can do to quickly tell whether you have a real slab or a fake slab in your hand. Now, always look up the cert number, okay? And you can kind of see, it'll show you pictures of the front and the back. So if you see a picture of the front and then see a picture of the back, look along the edges, okay? If you see a pristine card and the card that you have in your hand has whitening around it, it may have been switched out with another card. I know some people do that. Also, just take a look at this, at the cert at the top, okay? Now, this should not be this weird speckled hollow, okay, where it says PSA, and on the back there too. It should look a little bit like this, and you can't really see it on the front, but on the back here, the light hits it just right. It says PSA a bunch of times all throughout it. There you go. You can kind of see it right there. Okay. Another thing for you to look at is if it is a Gem Mint 10, this G should not have that little tail coming down from it. A Gem Mint 10 straight from PSA will be a solid kind of half circle, then come up into the G. You see how there's no separation there? And there is some separation right at the bottom of the G. Also, another thing that is very easy to detect, get one of these off of Amazon for a couple bucks, like I did, after, unfortunately, I was scammed with this, and shine it on it. Now, what am I looking for? Right at the top where that red border is, if I shine this on a real PSA slab, I will see PSA light up all along the top there. Okay, and that is, from what I've read, one of the hardest things for these people who are faking slabs for them to mimic, is that black light. All right, so with a black light, you can just quickly check. Okay, see how it's not there? And also, it says PSA 6 times around this silver PSA. You see how they're not lit up? Or how they're bright here. Now, on a real slab, they're going to be a lot more dull, and they will light up with a black light. So those are a couple of things that you can use to make sure that you don't get scammed. It does happen to the best of us. Unfortunately, it happened to me, but hopefully you learn from my lesson. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them and help you out. See ya.